Okay, so there are 4 heroes in this game, right? There's Neville, Hermione, Harry, and Ron. And of course, in the expansions, you're gonna get Luna in the monster box, and the charms and potions, we're gonna get Ginny. Let's look at their hero abilities. Like Neville Longbottom, each time a hero gains a heart on your turn, that hero gains 1 additional heart. That's the game 7 power, by the way. His game 3 power is the same thing, except it's only gonna be on the first turn, which is quite good. It's really good. Let's look at Harry's. The first time a marker is removed from the location, up to 2 hero, hero gains 1 lightning. Well, situational, and this is only gonna be any 1 hero gains 1 lightning. But yeah, it's not always going to be useful, that lightning. And here, if you assign 3 or more lightning on your turn, all heroes gain 2 hearts. It's going to be any 1 hero. So this seems good, but in general, you're not going to be able to assign 3 or more lightning that often. And this healing is going to be much better in the long run, because this is really can be on each turn. So Hermione's is it's player 4 more spells, all heroes gain 1 coin, and there's going to be any 1 hero gain 1 coin. So why is this good? Well, first of all, he has the 2 cards that gains healing. The Mandrake can heal any other player for 2, which is going to be 3. So let's say all the healing is increased by 1, just for the baseline. So it's going to be 3 healing. It's going to be 2 healing. And yes, the Remember Ball is going to be good. We'll tell you later. So which does this scale with? It scales with Hagrid, like, well, he was gain 2 health, and he gains 1 lightning. Incredibly good. Something like the Butterbeer is suddenly getting very strong here. You gotta get 2 heroes getting 2 hearts and 1 coin. Can even be your 2 teammates here. Someone like Fawkes, all heroes gain 3 hearts. I mean, you can just save the day with this card. Same thing with Molly Weasley, suddenly very good card on him. And any other card in the game that gives healing is going to be much better on Neville than any other hero. Just basically. The next thing here is the proficiency. He should always be choosing Transfiguration. Once per turn, you may discard an item to search your deck for a card with value 5 or less, and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. So why is this good? Well, he starts with the Remember Ball, so he can discard this and gain 2 coins. This overrush, by the way, this is not the same thing as drawing cards. This is adding to your hand, so the Basilisk that stops you from drawing cards, this doesn't stop this. Neither does Petrification. So he can still add these cards to his hand. And he can even discard the Mandrake. But why would you discard the Mandrake? Would you say, okay, there are some cards that are just plain better in certain situations. Like, okay, you can actually discard cards like the Chocolate Frog. But let's look at what cards are better here. So something like the Pensive, maybe this is a lot better. Maybe you need to draw some cards to remove location, maybe. So you can get something like Finite from your deck. You get something like Nymphadora, which is an incredible 5-cost card. Maybe the best 5-cost card in the entire game, in my opinion. Also something like Expecto Patronum, gain lightning from location. I mean, any card that costs 5 or less is going to be good here, like Dobby. Luna is very good on Neville just in general, because she is going to collect a lot of items due to this proficiency. And these lightning tokens can actually stack up here. And again, someone that can roll dice to get the Horcruxes away is also going to be amazing. A combination like Accio is going to be cool. You can Accio something like Nimbus. Or you can even play Nimbus have it in your hand. If maybe you don't need the lightning, you can even discard Nimbus and search for something else on your turn. Something like Crab with the Sorting Hat. You buy all of these Crab items and use them with Transfiguration just to make them have any sort of use instead of just sitting there being crap. And nobody else gonna buy them, trust me. The books in general are gonna be very good, especially in the last chapter where you need to get rid of these Horcruxes. And here's where the Accio comes into play. So let's say I'm sitting with a bunch of crap in my hand. Okay, I'm going to discard my Remember Ball, just getting these 2 coins. I can search for Accio. I can play Accio to get the Hogwarts book from my discard pile and roll the die to try to get rid of these Horcruxes. So there's actually some combination going on here. Bear noted, there are also some items that are really good for this in general, like the Chocolate Frog. Again, this heals extra because this is Neville. Discarding it gives him 2 life and 1 coin. Just for discarding it, and then you can search for something else also. Marauder's map, everyone draws a card when he discards this, so just discarding it. Everyone draws a card, everyone is happy, and he can search for even something like Lumos, which make everyone else draw a card again. And something like the Polyjuice Potion is quite interesting because, I mean, playing Hagrid twice is amazing, but a lot of people are afraid to buy this because it might be a dead card. But for Neville, it's always going to have some sort of use. He can just discard it and look for something else to play if he hasn't got any allies on his turn. So yeah, makes sense. You could also use your cards to something like the pensive here. Search for it. You defeat a villain. I usually then search for cards that make other people better at their turn whenever I defeat a villain, because I don't know what's coming up. It might be something horrible. So searching for the pensive, make 2 other people draw cards so they're ready for their turn. Might be something, okay, maybe not Umbridge. And maybe not Dirtface here. Well, here we go. Bellatrix the Strange is going to be horrendous, so you don't know what's going to come up here. So ending your turn searching for something that can help your allies as well is going to be very good, because if they can just nuke her from the start with like a 7-card hand, that's going to be much better than just sitting with a lot of crap. This actually carries over to his to the monster side, because you got like these items like the old sock. This is pretty much the Remember, just with the House Elf situation as well here. But you can actually look for cards that you got the banish card. Oh, it fell down here. The cards that can banish these detention cards in your hand. So if you have a detention in your hand, you don't have cards to banish them, you can actually discard items to search for these cards to get rid of the detentions. There are also the banish general cards in these monster tokens, so you can actually use these cards to get rid of Alohomora. Not this card because there's only items, but there are some cards that make you able to banish just a lot of cards. And you can actually get rid of your Alohomora cards, so you can have hands of only good cards. Besides that, also get quite good starting hands sometimes. I actually tried this in a few games, where I sit with my Remember All on turn 1. So I'm gonna have 4 Alohomora. I'm gonna play those to gain 4 coins. Then I'm gonna discard this to gain 2 additional coins with this. Then I can search for another Alohomora. Now I got 7 coins. And I tried this with my girlfriend. We played this. She played Hermione. Her turn 1, she played 4 spells. I got a coin. So with this combo, I actually had 8 coins, and I bought Dumbledore on turn 1. So this is some of the cool things you can do with this. And this is why Neville is one of my favorite heroes. I really like playing Neville. I also like playing the others, but Neville can just do so much more with this combination of cards. So let me know down in the comments if you have any combinations that you'd like to share, and if you disagree with me, then please type why and how. And otherwise, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.